For nearly 5 decades, Voyager 1 has traveled alone through the vast, silent void beyond our solar system. This aging spacecraft has drifted farther than any human-made object in history, venturing deeper than any probe has dared to go. Over time, it became known as a ghost ship of the cosmos, quietly carrying the hopes, data, and memories of Earth. Scientists expected nothing more than the slow fading of its signals as its systems aged and its power declined. Yet, just when they thought Voyager 1 had entered its final chapter, something unprecedented occurred. The spacecraft changed its course, not due to a command from Earth, not because of mechanical failure, but seemingly of its own volition. Even more disturbing, just days before this trajectory shift, Voyager 1 recorded a low-frequency hum, a sound with no identifiable origin, no match in NASA's records, and no scientific explanation. And now, with its antenna still pointed at Earth, Voyager seems to be heading back, or perhaps being pulled. What did it encounter in the darkness? What did it see that made it turn? To understand how extraordinary this is, we need to go back to the beginning. In 1977, NASA launched 2 spacecraft, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2. The mission took advantage of a rare planetary alignment that occurs only once every 176 years. Using the gravitational slingshot effect of Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, the probes were meant to travel deeper into the solar system. Voyager 1's task was to fly by Jupiter and Saturn, capturing the first-ever close-up images of their moons and rings. The images it sent back in the late 1970s and early 1980s transformed planetary science. Scientists witnessed volcanic eruptions on Io, the complex rings of Saturn, and the mysterious haze of Titan. But after completing its planetary mission, Voyager 1 kept going. It passed beyond Pluto, beyond the heliosphere, and into interstellar space, a region never before explored by human technology. Each year, it sent back less data, but it never stopped its mission to explore. Even as its systems grew colder and weaker, and sunlight became a faint memory, Voyager 1 continued transmitting. For decades, it sent weak, delayed packets of data about plasma density, magnetic fields, and cosmic rays. But during its 46th year in space, its instruments detected something completely new, a faint, continuous hum buried in the plasma wave frequencies. At first, scientists thought it was interference or a malfunction. But when the same signal appeared repeatedly and was confirmed by multiple antennas in the Deep Space Network, concern grew. The sound resembled no known space phenomenon. It wasn't cosmic background radiation, not a solar flare, and came from no direction they could triangulate. Even more eerie, it fluctuated in perfect mathematical intervals, almost like a message. For weeks, engineers and astrophysicists studied the data, comparing it to every known cosmic event, yet no explanation emerged. Then, without warning, Voyager 1 made a subtle but measurable change in its trajectory, one that no one at NASA had commanded. The question shifted from "what did we hear?" to "who or what is out there?" Voyager 1 is powered by an aging radioisotope thermoelectric generator, and its maneuvering ability is limited to tiny thrust adjustments, most of which hadn't been used in years. Yet telemetry confirmed that it had changed its orientation, almost as if it were adjusting to see or align with something in deep space. Engineers investigated whether an old line of code had triggered a fallback behavior, but the logs showed no such command. More puzzling, the course change pointed Voyager's camera array, dormant since the 1990 pale blue dot image, toward a direction where no celestial objects are known to exist. There were no stars, galaxies, or gravitational anomalies. So why point there? What did Voyager detect? In the weeks after the trajectory shift, Voyager 1's transmissions began showing subtle distortions. Minor timing and frequency changes revealed patterns embedded in the data stream. These were not errors. They were intentional modulations forming complex sequences resembling binary logic and harmonic resonance. Scientists at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, JPL, consulted cryptographers, AI experts, and linguists. Some suggested the patterns might indicate a form of response or recognition, as if Voyager was being observed in return. Could this be a two-way communication, one sparked by the Golden Record launched nearly 5 decades ago? This idea raises chilling possibilities. Could Voyager have encountered an intelligence that communicates in ways we cannot detect, through gravitational waves, magnetic distortions, or some unknown medium? And if so, has that intelligence noticed us? Following the anomalies, top-level meetings were held at JPL in Pasadena. A select team of physicists, engineers, and mission veterans reviewed the data. While some argued this was just a failing spacecraft, others were alarmed. The precision of the directional change and the structured signals suggested Voyager might have encountered something not naturally occurring. Geometric ratios, symmetrical intervals, and harmonic feedback hinted at deliberate design, as if something was mirroring or mimicking Voyager's activity. The team faced a question no space agency is ever truly prepared for. What if this isn't random? As word of the anomaly spread, independent scientists around the world began analyzing the data. Some proposed that Voyager 1 had entered a region of dark matter interaction or even a space-time distortion, areas theorized to exist around massive gravitational anomalies or exotic objects. But one paper caused particular concern. AI researchers had analyzed the modified signals and found mathematical overlaps with the Arecibo message, the binary transmission humanity sent into space in 1974. Could some form of intelligence have received our message and now be responding through Voyager? When Voyager 1 was launched, Carl Sagan and a small team placed aboard at one of humanity's most iconic artifacts, the Golden Record. This copper disc, coated in gold, contained greetings in 55 languages, music from around the world, and scientific diagrams meant to introduce Earth and its inhabitants to any life form that might discover it. Many thought it symbolic, more a romantic gesture than real communication. But with Voyager showing signs of deviation and interaction, attention turned back to the record. Could its information have been interpreted by something Voyager passed near? The Golden Record included detailed maps of Earth's location relative to known pulsars. If any intelligence understood it, Voyager 1 isn't just a relic, it's a beacon, carrying our coordinates for nearly half a century. If that beacon has been received, the implications are staggering, not just scientifically, but for human security and existence. Internal NASA documents suggest a quiet shift in protocol. Project members were reportedly instructed to stop speculating publicly about non-natural causes and classify the event under data anomaly review. Off the record, however, some insiders admitted deep concern. Voyager's behavior doesn't match any known astrophysical phenomenon. It mirrors intelligence. It adapts like something aware. There is growing fear, not just of what Voyager has encountered, but what it might mean. If a machine drifting through the most isolated place in the universe is experiencing a response, then perhaps we are no longer just observing the cosmos, we may be observed. Voyager 1 was never designed to last this long, nor to make contact beyond our known reality. Yet that might be exactly what has happened. What began as a mission to explore the outer planets has turned into a story of cosmic proportions, where science brushes against philosophy and/or mixes with unease. Drifting silently more than 15 billion miles from home, Voyager may have found something, or perhaps something has found it. The signal distortions, the course correction, the mirrored patterns, the unexplained echo, they all point to one breathtaking possibility. Voyager the 1st of May have made the first contact, not with intelligent life as we imagine it, but with something vast, structured, and watching. If this is Voyager's final chapter, it does not end in silence. It ends with a question powerful enough to shake the foundations of our understanding. What if we are no longer the observers, but the observed? Now it's your turn. Do you believe Voyager 1 has encountered something unnatural? Is this the start of a new era in space exploration, or the closing act of a story we were never meant to hear? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if this story left you questioning everything, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and share this video with someone who still believes in the magic of the cosmos. Because in the end, Voyager didn't just send data, it sent a message. And maybe, just maybe, we are not the only ones listening anymore. If you want, I can also rewrite it in an ultra-dramatic YouTube storytelling style with hooks, suspense, and cliffhanger for maximum watch time. Perfect for a viral space mystery video.